Oh crap!
Hey guys, I'm Prodigy from AirSoft Team Kilo 23. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Mechbox. Today we're going to continue upgrading the Snowwolf M99, also known as the Barrett M82A1. Now today we're going to be installing two final parts into this gun. The Deepfire 6.04 650mm barrel, and the Deepfire Hop-up Bucking. Now the Snowwolf M99 is already shooting over 550 feet per second with the internal upgrades I've installed. It's amazingly accurate from the tests I've done. So, let's get down on the work table and go ahead and install these two parts in the Snowwolf M99. Now, this is the stock hop-up chamber from the Snowwolf M99. To access it, simply pull out the rear long pin of the gun and slide out the chamber. It's really that simple. Now at the end of the barrel there's going to be an extension that's about 8 inches long that helps line it up with the flash hider. You're going to have to remove that and it just sits on the end. When you reinstall the barrel you do have to put it back on there. Now I highly recommend you tape this item to the barrel so that it doesn't fall out or move around. There will be a barrel spacer attached to the barrel. You can remove that too and reinstall it later. Now the first step to installing this new barrel is pretty simple. Take off the small plastic lock here that locks the barrel into place. With that off, you can go ahead and slide out your barrel and hop-up bucking. Now when you have your hop-up unit set aside, I highly recommend you keep it upside down so that way your nub does not fall out. It can be a kind of a pain to replace it. Either you can take needle nose pliers and reinsert it up in there, or you have to take off all the gear on the hop-up unit to do that. So please guys, to make it simple, leave your hop-up unit upside down when you're working on it. Now your barrel will come with this small washer on it. You can go ahead and slide that off. You can also go ahead and remove your stock hop-up bucking. It is kind of dry and a little soft. Now you can set your stock barrel aside and go ahead and get out your Deepfire barrel. Go ahead and place your hop-up bucking onto the barrel. Make sure the groove on the bottom lines up with the one on the hop-up bucking. Once everything's lined up, I recommend you spray a small amount of lubricant on the outside of the bucking. That way when you're installing it into the chamber, it slides in pretty easily and there's no resistance. When you're installing the barrel back into the chamber, make sure your hop-up window is on the top. Go ahead and make sure everything's lined up. And slide it in. Make sure you don't force it in. With the barrel installed in the chamber, you can go ahead and replace your retaining clip. That should just snap right on there. You also want to replace this small little washer here, so go ahead and slide that onto the barrel. Then use needle nose pliers if you have to, and go ahead and seat it inside the chamber like that. Once your hop-up chamber is assembled, go ahead and test it and make sure it actually works. Turn your dial. Make sure the hop-up unit actually turns on. Alright, we just installed the Deepfire 650mm barrel and Deepfire bucking. Now in the next episode of Inside the Mechbox, we'll be testing the Snowwolf M99 with all the upgrade parts I've installed. Until then guys, thanks for watching. I'm Prodigy from AirSoft Team Kilo 23, signing off.